Okay. Yeah, I guess, like, I have no idea on Straight Raid's, like, truly held, like, oh, we need violent revolution now beliefs. I don't know what those are. So hopefully we'll see some evidence here of those beliefs. I would
What does ML mean, Jstlk? What's a core principle or teaching of Marxist teachings, or even what's a core principle? What does Lenin and Marx believe in? What do MLs believe in? If they are ML, they probably believe in revolution, actually violent revolution. Okay, it's a natural assumption. Okay, it is literally one of the most natural given assumptions. They talk about it all the fucking time. Okay, male lead, you're right.
say I wouldn't take an equivalent to Hassan's, like, let the streets run red with their blood, with the blood of the landlords. I wouldn't take, like, memes like that quite so seriously, right? I think, unfortunately, for a lot of people who, like, meme pretty hard, Straight Raid, who's pretty dry in her jokes, I would expect her to do, like, these people gotta die or some shit. I would expect that kind of thing to be brought up, for better or worse.
Prior conversations.
What is your evidence of that? Wait, prior conversations.
Because, dude. Yeah, saying that these people need to die is a problem.
What did she say? What did she say? What did she say?
I don't have the fucking VOD offhand. Are you serious? You need me to have the VOD? You want me to have?
Do I want you to have evidence for your beliefs as you spurg the fuck out? Oh my god. It's actual fat, dude. This is gonna be, Ryle's gonna love this. For Fat Destiny, this is actual Fat Destiny right here. Ryle's gonna love this one. As you spurg.
I like how Jstlk says, "Oh, I don't have anything to do with Ryle. I have nothing to do with Ryle," and he's like, "Well, Ryle's gonna love this one," as if they aren't in cahoots. So, are you in cahoots or are you not in cahoots? Like,
spurg the fuck out uncontrollably and just make random wild assertions, right? Like, that you can't back up. You've been doing this a lot lately. You've just been making random wild assertions that can't be backed up, that you don't have evidence for. Yeah, I'm gonna ask you for evidence. Has Erudite provided evidence, by the way? Hold on. When I go to Twitter, did I get a response from Erudite here? I hope I got a response from Erudite here. Oh, actually, hold on. I can't actually check with this tab. Give me a second. Did I get a response to, like, hey, would you mind maybe, like, not, you know, totally throwing your weight behind this baseless conspiracy Destiny starting? Or no, I don't have a response from Erudite yet. Nope. Don't have a response. Hold on. Let me see. Not so Erudite. I would really hope she did something other than just maybe, like, block me or some shit. No, I'd still... Yeah, she just hasn't responded. I would just, you know... I'd love people to stop making baseless allegations, that's all.
Tell me what you said, you bitch! Hey, bitch, tell me what you said! Hey, no, but bitch, what did you say?
Oh my god!
You can just
hold on.
I'm, like, communicating. I feel like I'm like, sending messages to Pisco in the future right now. Like, this is technical.
Jstlk is increasing my blood pressure to critical levels. I'm typically see ya.
Or in the past, I feel like he's hearing me and he's like, he's getting it. He's getting it. He's getting it.
Let me do a little translation here. I would like an example from Destiny.
I heard that actually we're just gonna skip to the part where the 8K part actually.
My clip, look at my clip.
Give me a second. Let me
God damn, we gotta look up clips and shit. What is this, history?
Yeah, we got
class?
a clip.
Yeah,
Hold on.
every single quote on board, I guess, for every.
Can you substantiate that? You have a study?
Share your screen.
Let me pull this up on stream.
You have a
Yeah, so
study?
everyone can see. Right? We could share my screen. Let me show you. I'm not sharing anything. I shouldn't. Okay. No, we don't want to wash.
That is actually
Wow.
pretty
Oh,
funny.
no, that's
Wow.
the wrong one.
Wow.
There we are.
Wait,
Wrong
what?
one. He already did it.
What did he just pull up? Talking to Cherry and Straight Raid about politics. Oh, it's a Cherry clip with Neil deGrasse Tyson in it. Okay.
There we are. Okay, let me get through the commercial.
The great challenges in this world.
Okay, give me a second.
I don't
I'm
disagreement.
not.
You have vocal.
He doesn't
Adam
have
Sitch?
YouTube Premium for whatever reason.
No, I'm not.
Disagreement.
Oh,
Okay, so you're not a
have to watch
socialism. We have some. So
Second,
hold on,
blah,
let's
blah,
listen
blah.
again.
We don't care, Neil.
To
Just
think
grass
through the whole
section.
thing.
I don't know if
Okay,
that's
here we are.
serious or not. So I don't like. Are you
Foodshops, thank you.
vocal socialism? We have some
No, I'm
disagreement.
not.
Okay, so you're not a
have to watch
socialist.
Are you a vocal socialism?
No, I'm not a socialist. I'm
Okay,
a
so-
communist. That's why it says commie.
Oh, are
I'm not a
you
socialist, I'm a
I can't
communist.
tell
What's
you're
the
joking.
difference?
Okay. I'm sorry. Dude, there has to be something more than that, right? It has to be way more than that.
There's
it has
a lot
to be
more than that,
her going
actually.
like sicko mode right now.
There's a lot more than that. There's a lot more than that. There's a lot more than that. Yes.
Right? It has to be that cannot possibly be. That cannot possibly be how they dude.
Sweeping.
She knows, everybody knows that she would lean into this label because people call her a communist, and the whole joke is people do not know what her actual positions are.
Pause, Andy.
Explain to it.
I actually feel like mainstream people who call themselves socialists are actually communists, but they're too scared to say that they're communists, so they call themselves socialists because right now that's kind of like where the cultural zeitgeist is permissible of.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we're good. Okay,
Okay.
we're good on that.
Yeah, so no matter what she says there, Destiny's just going to declare victory. Even though it's obviously a joke, she literally told me that DGG
Why
labeled
wouldn't
her a
he?
commie after that YouTube video. Yes, that is the joke. I've been told that as well. That exact thing, Cherry. That she's not actually a communist, but everybody called her the commie girl in the debate, right? That's how the debate was titled, and so she leans into the meme. Yeah, I know.
Jstlk's defense is she was memeing? Jstlk's defense is that she is joking? That's actually so fucking shameless, actually, unironically. What? That's crazy. That is actually so fucking shameless. Wow. I mean, I was told about this, but dude, it's even more ridiculous hearing it. Holy. Okay.
I know. This is just obviously true, and I told... Dude, it's so obvious what would happen here, right?
I'm good
mean,
on that
that,
one. I'm good. I'm ready for a Pisco to soy.
Hold on, before we
Guys, this joke, dude. Again, it's just Destiny's literally a pedophile, right? By this measure, Destiny is literally a pedophile.
Huh? Huh? Huh?
He has to, and Pisco should say as much. By this measure, I think that's a joke. By this measure, you are literally a pedophile, Steven. Right? By this measure.
I guess we went all the way from Straighterade was just joking that she's an ML to Disney is literally a pedophile by this standard. How? How is he a pedophile by this standard? How? You want to pull this up, buddy? What?
You're going to hold people to their jokes, to the stuff they say tongue-in-cheek. You are literally a pedophile.
Hold on. I have to ask directly. Stop. I'm asking you, Pisco. Is that sufficient evidence to you?
No.
That her saying I'm a commie is not sufficient evidence that she's a communist?
The answer, the answer is I know that Aaron says.
So just to be clear, I highlighted this, but I don't think I read it out. I'll read it out just so people can see it. Cherry said, she literally told me that DGG labeled her a commie after that YouTube video. Like Cherry saying, yes, I believe I've been told the exact same thing by Straighterade, right? I believe I've been told that exact same thing.
I'm an ML. I'm a communist. I'm as communist as can be. I name myself a communist because I don't call myself a communist all that often because people wouldn't accept me. Except for Destiny, I guess, because he's so nice and kind. Huh?
That like, hey, they labeled me a communist. I'm not really a communist, but like, you know.
She's a commie. And
so I think she's probably doing the thing where it's like people with non-mainstream beliefs will go, oh, you know, I don't shirk my label.
Just FYI, this is a lethal amount of copium, okay? Like whatever this is, like whatever Jstlk is huffing right now, this is actually a lethal amount of copium, unironically.
Like I do believe that, like, you know, people would be better if we didn't have for-profit incentive in the marketplace, right? I think that's like the root of evil. And so I don't shirk my label. I really am a Marxist. I really do believe in the things Marx said.
And Steven, you can tell he's fucking soying the fuck out because I acknowledge that Aaron has said that she's a commie as a position she's had. The question wasn't, is she a commie or not? And you are the one who says, by the way, Steven, your whole point is you can't just go
Marxist-Leninist, violent overthrow of the capital class. That is the claim. Violent overthrow of the capital class. Where does Aaron say she supports the violent overthrow of the capital class?
It's in the name. Like, ML implies it. Okay, does... Yes, even though this guy calls himself a Nazi, how do you know that he actually hates Jews? Come on. Come on. Yeah, I mean, like, sure, he calls himself a Nazi, but... Come on, has he actually said, I hate Jewish people? Come on, dude. Come on, why are you being so bad faith?
That is the claim from Destiny. Please, Destiny, show me where in that clip she said she supports the violent overthrow of the capital class. Well, no, actually, you can't be a communist without supporting the violent overthrow of the capital class. Destiny, we already had this point. You cucked to a Boy on this, right? You basically said, oh, well, I couldn't really say. I don't really know. What do you, define what that means.
Off the
You're
label.
absolutely
Wait,
cooked on this.
Aaron wants total landlord death. I wouldn't be shocked. I feel like if those clips don't exist, I would be absolutely shocked. Okay.
Smoking.
Wait, Destiny.
Hold on. This is straight rate on Sitch and Adam. 17 minutes onwards. Straight rate and Cherry. 17 minutes.
Socialist.
1 year ago.
I'm a communist. That's why it says
Oh,
commie.
hey.
Oh, are you? Look, I can't tell.
What's the
you're joking
difference?
about.
Explain to us.
I actually feel like mainstream people who call themselves socialists are actually communists, but they're too scared to say that they're communists, so they call themselves socialists because right now that's kind of like where the cultural zeitgeist is permissible of.
Yes.
And much like the feminism thing, I think it's mostly like people not being willing to like pick up the like avow themselves as a communist or whatever because they don't like the dirty affiliations that people have with it. I kind of feel the same way. Because I broadly just described like
It's exactly.
Just FYI, narco-communists are ML, okay? Just FYI, I identified as a narco-communist back then. They are ML, yeah.
Exactly what I said, where it's like, hey, I like avow a lot of the broad philosophical points, right? But like, I think people's shirking of the label because it is a harmful label because of the harmful associations, right? It's exactly what I said. Yes.
Really I'm like half joking when I say like, oh, I'm a communist or whatever. It's like I'm much further left than like the vast majority of people that I'll meet, but I don't find it productive to actually label myself anything because people usually already have kind of like a rough framework of where you're coming from when you say I'm a socialist, I'm a communist, I'm a social democrat, I'm a liberal. And
did they not play the rest of this clip that like obviously shows that they're totally full of shit? Oh, shocking.
Wait, how does this redeem the Great Betrayer exactly?
Shocking.
How's
Very
this redeem
shocking.
her?
Very
Hello?
shocking, guys. Aaron said that
Hello?
Adam was a commie too in this stream. Huh.
Wow, you really got him.
I don't want to.
You really got him, dude.
Hair does look good. Okay, I don't want to.
Wait,
Destiny.
Destiny.
Okay?
Wasn't it you who
I'm
just
just
said
saying that.
that?
On the way, we're gonna go back to the content.
Wait, Destiny, didn't you just say that
You're about to pull out the
label-
most pedantic
Wait,
argument we've ever heard in our
Destiny,
entire
Destiny,
life.
So Destiny's super confident, despite where the clip actually goes. Right? Address the white comment. No. That's not true. That's not true. Cherry. No, that's not true. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Dude, I'm gonna keep going.
Destiny.
So Destiny's very confident when Straight Raid literally says after this, like, no. Here's why I don't disavow that, but I don't really label myself anything. Huh.
30% increase
I'm
movement
half white.
speed?
I will be full white when I cross the wrong border. Okay.
What? in the
She said, I think
Destiny-
socialists are too
Destiny.
scared to identify as communists,
Destiny.
implying that it's a more radical position. But go ahead. Yes, go ahead. Save us.
Destiny,
Yeah, what do you got?
Destiny, did you just say before?
So totally bad faith. Why didn't Wick let the clip play? By the way, why wasn't there more to the clip?
Or that you should not take
This
the
is
label
almost
to be
perfect.
indicative
That's
of whether that
crazy,
person-
by
Is
the
that-
way.
Did you say that? That's all I'm
I
asking.
said
Did
it's
you
not
say that?
necessarily. It doesn't mean
Destiny's gonna argue as if that clip helped him, right?
they're not,
Okay.
but not necessarily.
Not reroll.
So, for example-
Not
For instance,
reroll.
when she
Do not
labels herself as a
reroll.
communist
Do
and then
not
she
reroll.
supplies additional
Skip.
argumentation saying, I call myself a communist because I think that most
Upgrade.
socialists are too scared to even call themselves that.
Steven,
That's literally that. Oh, he's actually arguing up the clip and he didn't watch the whole clip.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no!
There'll be an additional argument for the label.
Steven,
Yeah.
Steven, I just one more question. Yesterday, did you say that all socialists are communists? Yes or no?
I don't know.
I don't really know what I said, actually. I don't really know, guys. I don't know. Guys, I'm not really sure what I might have said, actually. Guys, I don't know. Dude, the yes or no thing is a harsh requirement, right? A harsh requirement.
Let's get to the second part.
There, no? Hunter, were you not watching the actual full length of the clip? Hold on. We'll play this again for Hunter really quickly.
I actually feel like mainstream people who call themselves socialists are actually
stamps. I'll walk through this with all of you. Oh, it's so embarrassing that... God, yikes. Okay. I would love to have any of you come on. Keep playing it through.
People just project onto it whatever they want.
Are you in favor of abolishing?
Could have been one of these Canadians.
Okay,
Soapbox.
here.
Before Trump decided that he was going to take the...
Okay, Jstlk makes me nauseous. Okay, I've had enough of Jstlk, but one more. This is the second great part.
Rapey approach first? I'd have been like, yeah, let's have a North American powerhouse country. Yeah, fuck yeah. Even if we took a lot of American customs, as long as there was a lot of respect of Canadian customs too, within this like big state, I would actually be totally fine with being an American. I would have been. I have a lot of pride in being Canadian, but I would have been totally fine with being an American, right? As well. But as soon as Trump was like, no, we're actually taking you guys over, I'm like, yeah, no, fuck you. I don't want to be an American anymore. Kill yourself. Yeah, no shot. No shot. Fuck all of you. Get the fuck out of here. Right? That's as soon as that was a prospect, as soon as it was like, yeah, I want to fuck you. And then they're like, yeah, but I didn't ask. I'm gonna rape you. It's like, oh, get the fuck out of here, weirdo. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Right? When they say they're a communist, they're a Marxist-Leninist.
Right. So why don't we just get past the semantics and actually get to the actual prescriptions? Let's get past the semantics and just say, all right, in terms of prescriptions, what do we want? Like, do you want me to cancel a show with Econoboy because he labels himself a socialist? Do you want me to stop interacting with anyone who labels himself a communist or hosting a show with that? So
I don't want it, dude. I'm still like dreading the thoughts on Mexico Canada. I have no idea. I'm still dreading the prospect of, like, at some point here, they're going to pull up a clip of Aaron going, yeah, kill those motherfuckers! Kill them! Kill all the landlords! I feel like she'll do an imitation of the Hassan thing, okay?
I mean, does it exist? Or, do you know of this clip existing or something? Or
I feel like it's coming.
That's not any of my
I haven't stopped dreading it, okay?
In the marketplace of ideas.
But I
do
have one more clip. We have to
I mean, why do you dread it?
play, so if we can watch that
one more
real quick.
One more clip, guys.
And then
one more
we'll
clip on the show.
Sorry about the ads.
We show one more clip.
I don't have.
And issue by issue, I'll be able to tell you because that's going to be more clarifying than just giving you a label.
Oh, so they skipped the entire part. Dude, there's no way. There's no way. They skipped the entire part where she's like, no, I don't really like that, and you have to ask me my positions directly. They skipped that entire part. Dude. Okay, we all see what's going on here, right?
No, we don't.
They literally clipped around it. They literally clipped perfectly around it.
Are you
because people just project onto it whatever they want.
Are you in favor of abolishing private property?
Oh,
dude, really?
Yeah, I am.
He's coping so hard right now. Holy shit!
You say these.
They clipped the entire part about slow social change. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Things, and you have this tone of voice. It's like
you can't
like
tell
a smirk. So I can't tell if you're
yeah.
being sarcastic or not.
She's so serious.
I know.
No, I'm dead serious on that one.
Okay.
I am. But
so,
I guess I.
Okay, Jstlk. So the entire time you told us that she was joking. What now? You told us the entire time she was memeing and joking and playing around. What now? Okay, make your next move, dude.
Is this what we wanted to see?
Yeah. What's the contradiction?
I'm so glad that we had people here watching with us tonight because it's so obvious what happened, or it's like it's so disingenuous. All this going on, it's so bad faith, and we just got to watch all of it happen in real time. We got to watch them dance as if this like proves something. Dude, that's so insane.
Fiction there?
Did you just miss the part where Straight Away said that she wasn't joking about this, or what, or the part that ML doesn't actually automatically imply that it's violent revolution, just like how being a Nazi implies like that you don't like Jewish people, like, or
I don't know.
There's no contradiction, right? Wait. So you understand, as part of your definition, right? As part of your definition for what socialism meant, it entailed people being against private property And private property here meaning capital, all right?
Listen, calling Jstlk rat fuck is an insult to rat, okay? Our graciously, glorious, gracefully spinning, okay, viewer.
Means of production. So that is not inconsistent with someone being not a Marxist-Leninist. Just because you support the abolishment of private property doesn't make you a Marxist-Leninist. Do you agree, yes or no, Stephen?
Do what?
Do you agree, yes or no, that just because someone's in favor of the abolishment of private property, that doesn't necessarily make them a Marxist-Leninist?
Not necessarily.
Wait, but isn't that man's worse? How are we gonna abolish all private property? What the
But
Okay,
if
great.
you...
Not necessarily. That's a no, right? But he's so weaselly. Put another counter there. Not necessarily, because he has to cock on all.
Dude, this is like, this level of copium shouldn't be allowed, dude. This is above the lethal limit for copium, dude. Holy shit. Dude, he's like huffing and puffing and snorting that copium. He's like rubbing it all over his crotch. Holy shit.
All of these things. Just every time he does that, every time he refuses to say yes or no, he is a spineless bitch. No spine, no conviction, nothing. Insubstantial loser.
If you're too scared to call yourself, or if you say you don't want to be a socialist, but you are more extreme than that and you're a communist, if you say that you're in favor of like the abolition...
Did she say more extreme?
It's like if someone said, "Oh, I hate Jewish people." Hey, but he didn't say he was a Nazi, right? But he just said he hates Jewish people, but he didn't say he was a Nazi, right? So you can't tell me that he's a Nazi. Yeah, but he just said that he hates Jewish people.
I think the implication is less extreme if you have the clipped out section
of private property.
Right? The actual claim is obviously less extreme than communist, right? That is, she's saying, I don't shirk that label because I think people do that because of negative associations, and that in itself is harmful. But am I a communist? No, I say that half jokingly.
If you say, we don't have to watch it, I guess, but our last clip is, I'm sure you'll...
No, the obvious implication of the clip is that she is less extreme than communist. That is the obvious and clear implication of the clip. You are literally low IQ if you think otherwise.
This one too. Would you say things like, "Oh yeah, I wish I was,"
or hop in the waiting room and come and argue?
It would like a socialist revolution in the United States, where revolution historically is like aligned with a violent revolutionary overthrow of the
AOC
class.
says revolution. Those politicians themselves are going to say
this is the
different when
issue.
the politician says it.
What element of socialism? Sorry, what element of communism did she argue for, Hunter? That is not an element of socialism. Go.
My point.
And if you keep wasting my time with really stupid questions, I'm going to time you out. Not because you're challenging me, because you're asking very stupid questions and not actually pointing to anything relevant or anything tangible. Do you believe that socialism doesn't imply the abolishment of private property?
Exactly why I said earlier, I don't think AOC should call herself a socialist, because this is the game. This is like the meme, right? I don't think AOC means a violent revolution when she saes it. I don't think so. But like, this is the game.
But Aaron does.
But Aaron
does. Do you think Aaron does mean violent revolution?
Of course,
and that's based on what? So why are you distinguishing how AOC says it and Aaron says it? You justify that. Go.
Because when Aaron says it, Aaron says that she thinks that most socialists would be communists, but they're too scared to say it publicly, implying that her position is more radical than what most socialists would admit.
No, she doesn't imply that. She actually goes on to say that I accept that, and she says exactly why she accepts that, because she thinks the harmful associations people will disassociate, and those associations shouldn't be considered harmful, right? Like the broad moral claims or broad moral like prescriptions of communism aren't bad. That's what she's saying there. And she goes on to say, I say it half jokingly, right? I take that label.
Is there a version of communism that I've never heard of where communism didn't include abolishing private property or something, or what? Like, is there a version of communism that doesn't imply like violent revolution or something? Did I miss something in history class, or what? Like did the Russian Revolution, did like Lenin just ask like all the fucking capital owners nicely to hand over everything, or did they ask the landowners when they started building their brutalist like living spaces, or
half jokingly implying that she is not a full communist, right? And then she says, you can ask for my positions. She says, slow social change. You play the extended version of the clip? I've already done so multiple times on stream, PM Nova. But if you want to see it, here it is. This is around the timestamp. I think you start at 17 minutes, okay? You go for 17 minutes, and then you can go from there. I'll throw that in the Kick chat and the Twitch chat so everybody can see it if they want to go look at it right now. There it is for you, okay? I'd go back 3.5 minutes there, go to 17 minutes.
If you know,
Element there. That doesn't mean anything. It doesn't
Hold
show
on,
what you just said.
When somebody said, do you
Definitely
think?
means
Wait,
something.
no, stop. Do you think it's more likely that it's more radical or less radical when she says that? What do you think that means when she says, I think most people wouldn't own being? No, I want you to explain that. When she says, I don't think most people would own being communist publicly, so they call themselves socialists. What does she mean when she says that?
I think she says that communism has a particularly negative connotation and denotation, sort of embodied in the definition. But that doesn't imply. That's just saying that she thinks that the distinction between a socialist and a communist doesn't make much
why don't
sense.
we just ask
And
her?
this is not a Hassan game.
Would
This
we
is ridiculous.
all be okay if I just
Oh, I'm tired of playing this Hassan game. Pisco, just let me mind read people. Pisco, why are you arguing with my mind read of people?
Socialist doesn't have a negative distinction in the United States, but communist does. Like, what a delusional thing.
Wait.
Communist is absolutely has a more... Wait, what? Absolutely communist is worse than socialist. Why don't people say soci? Why do they say commie? Delusional Pisco. Wait, do people use commie as a denigration, or do they use soci? Which one is it? This is like when people say, no. Actually, like Mayo Monkey's just as bad as the hard RN word. And it's like, okay, say the hard, which one do people use? Which one actually has an effect? Which one is actually the problem? You're making an equivocation between, you're equating things that are not equal at all. Oh, sorry, Dinglingus. My bad.
Wait. You acknowledge I didn't just say that, right?
What you said that?
Wait, do you acknowledge I didn't say
that's what it said. Restate it.
No, it was comparative, right?
You said you made it sound like communism has a negative connotation versus socialism. I don't think there is one.
Wait, did you acknowledge that what I said there was comparative? I said comparing socialism and the term communism. And do you agree that communism has a more negative connotation than socialism? Yes or no?
Not meaningfully, no.
True.
He's so fake. It's so fake. He's so full of shit. People watch this debate and think this guy's compelling. They think this guy is compelling.
Dude.
He is a complete and utter fucking moron.
This is just sad, dude. Oh my god, Destiny Ops can't be this fucking stupid, dude. Again, you have to like fall in line with the narrative. The narrative is that Pisco will always be winning. Pisco must always be winning because he's up against Destiny. So he must always be winning, okay? You don't get it, okay? If you don't get it, you're not falling in line, okay? Alright? Pisco must always be winning because he's against Destiny right now, okay? And that means we have to defend him on every single possible argument. Like, isn't this like what MAGA people do for Trump? Like, whenever Trump does something, like, utterly moronic and stupid, they will always go to, like, the furthest fucking, like, gymnastics to defend him or something like that. It's kind of like the same kind of, like, fucking derangement, right? Yeah.
Moron!
Hey, love the content. I would donate, but unfortunately, I'm addicted to Coke, and I got half a bag left. Listen, snort your shit, king, okay?
Dude! There's... And this is all, by the way, this is all based on, not even on anything Pisco has said. It's not even based on the Hassan thing. It's based on, I thought we were going to be together in New York, and you canceled our studio just because I violated, like, 8 people's consent. You're such a piece of shit.
Well, let's be very clear. There is only evidence for 1. Or 2, okay? There's only evidence for 1 to 2, but okay.
Shit, Pisco, you abandoned me! That's what this all is, by the way. Just so you know, it actually doesn't have anything to do with the Hassan thing. It is entirely petty personal spite. For Pisco doing the right thing, by the way.
You don't think that the term communism, so you don't think there's a meaningful distinction in the connotation of communism and socialism in this country?
No. There is not a single person in the United States where you go, hey, somebody's like, are you a communist? You're like, oh, no, I'm not a communist. I'm a socialist. And I'm like, oh, whew. No, that's fucking stupid. And there's not a single group in the United States where you're hanging around a bunch of people who are like, oh, I'm socialist. And you're like, oh, you're socialist? I'm actually a communist. And I'm like, oh,
we live in a different country.
So, no,
we live in a different country.
Stupid. It's such a
you
stupid...
and I, Steven, you and I live in a different country. Obviously, if the proof is in the pudding. Do you think that Mamdani would have won the Democratic primary if he called himself a communist?
I don't know, maybe.
Okay, I don't think he would have won. I think that there's a much more negative connotation on the term communist than there is socialist. And I don't even think that your audience, as sycophantic as it is.
Hold on.
Okay, that's enough. I'm kind of curious about Jstlk's stream from 1 day ago because someone told me that apparently they have been that Jstlk was bullied so hard by his chat to the point where he is taking a break from streaming today. I mean, he didn't stream today, okay? He didn't stream today. Wait, holy shit, Everdark Augur is out? Oh, fuck me, dude. Anyway, but apparently he took a break from streaming today because his chat was bullying him so hard. Jesus Christ. Wow. Congrats on 100 plus viewers. Thank you.
And then he just keeps rolling. But I'm telling you,
Like, I'm not.
Where
in a bunch of countries.
What I
Filmed ages ago, but a 7-month. There's this whole debate, and we have the Sitchin
description of how they're.
Is that straight rate on? I'm gonna go back to bed. Okay, see you, Bizarro. Is that night call? Yes. The straight rate segment is a train wreck. Okay, we're just gonna watch this. Okay, that's it.
There's this whole debate, and we have the Sitchin Adam clip, right, where you say you're a communist. Now, when I watch the Sitchin Adam clip, you're saying, I'm a communist, and then they're like, are you joking? And you're like, well, I say it half jokingly. I like the label. The way I interpret all of the stuff you've said around this, I'll just lay it out before you correct me, because I might be totally wrong, was that you think there's like negative downstream effects of rejecting, like shirking the label of communist when it shouldn't be, and that like a lot of people run from it. So even though it doesn't necessarily apply to you, like 100%, you're like, okay, well, it's close enough that I don't need to, it's more harmful for me to reject it than it is to just say, yeah, I'm a communist.
Oh, the sweeping has already began.
No, I am a communist. It's not. I don't know. I might have worded it in a way that comes off that I'm like, oh, I'm half joking or whatever. But no, I am serious about being a communist.
Okay.
Because like I used to shy away from the label, not because I'm trying to fucking people call it Pepe posting or whatever, or, like try to hide my power level. It's not that. I usually, and I still hold this to be true. If you ask people to define themselves politically, you should ask them to write it down on a piece of paper and then crumble it up and throw it in the trash can, because most people don't know their fucking ideology. And it, even though the label is supposed to clarify things, it just ends up making things more confusing for people, because then it's like, well, what does that mean? So people would ask me what my what my politics were, and I would say I'm broadly on the left. Ask me any position, or like my position on any policy or any issue, and I can just go through it point by point. But then past a certain point, it's like, past a certain point, like I'm not trying to, like, the label does become helpful.
Show the rest of the clip.
So I'm like, fuck it. That is what I am. And I don't think, I wasn't trying to say that communists or socialists are like hiding their power level. I'm saying, no, they're already communists, but they don't want to use it because of the fucking red scare. The shame. It's not that I was saying people secretly hold more radical positions, so they disingenuously call themselves socialists in front as socialists, when in reality they have this communist agenda. I was saying, no, they're already communists, but they recognize that that's a dirty word. So instead of getting one, like, again, you throw that word out there, people are like, what does that mean? So you support fucking Chairman Mao and Stalin? And instead of like going down that rabbit hole, they're just like, I'm a socialist because it's easier, it's more colloquially understood and accepted. And you avoid all of the grief that comes with the baggage of the label.
That is hiding their power level. I mean, that is hiding their power level for them. But Avi was saying, oh, Shredder does this so she can like be more clear about. It wasn't a whole hiding your power level. It was like you have more radical beliefs or something. I think it's basically from my understanding, the distinction most people are making between.
Dude, I like how in Jstlk's voice you can hear how like shell-shocked he is from this like new, like suddenly new information or some shit. Like you can tell like he's just completely bamboozled, completely like he's like struggling to find a narrative that actually sticks, that actually makes him sound even have some semblance of like sanity left or whatever the fuck, because he sounds, no wonder he didn't stream today, dude. There's no shot he can recover from this. Like what the fuck? Dude, he looks so fucking bad, dude. Oh my god.
The communist and
this is so bad.
And ML labels is that ML's push for violent revolution is like a moral compulsion, a moral drive to, as soon as possible, bring about a revolution, right? Through violent means, through any
the kind of ML.
Okay. Well, that's basically
like if you're a Maoist, for sure that's happening, because it's going to be like this mobilization of like proletarian, like agrarian peasant workers or whatever into like guerrilla style like like militias
Yeah.
to attempt to expropriate capital or whatever. So that's like an example of like violent one. MLs or whatever, it could go either way. It would just depend on the ML you're talking to.
Sure. So
What?
when you
Yeah, but not everyone's gonna give up their capital willingly. You like even if you try to use like state subsidies or state like stock buying or whatever the fuck, you can tell she supports all of this. Yes. Like she has no problem against like violent revolution. Here's the reality: even if she personally doesn't believe in violent revolution, she's still okay with that option, right? Like that's the point. The point is that she is okay with that option. The fact that she is even okay with that option, like goes to like, would you be okay with someone who's like half anti-Semitic or someone who's like half like fucking Holocaust revisionist? Dude, fuck no, dude. Right? Like the thing is that you wouldn't be able to tolerate anyone who's like that, dude. The thing is that, dude, at the end of the day, like she is absolutely someone who's like completely complicit, and Pisco is also complicit for like letting her spread her shit around, right? The great betrayer. She is the great betrayer, the butcher of orbits, right? Let's not forget that name. She is the great betrayer, butcher of orbits, great betrayer. Okay, shit.
when you see this stuff being put into
He's not even
practice,
trying to
like
hide it right
ideologically, and this might make some of us look bad who are defending you. I
my
literally don't care
God.
because I was saying this is what I think your position is, but just ideologically, like how quickly should a revolution be brought about, or how do you see yourself,
So stupid, dude. This is
basically
actually
putting the means of
retarded.
production
No
back in the hands of
revolution.
workers?
There's no revolution.
ownership?
That's be fucking stupid. It's like
What?
the right
Huh?
in this country is the one that's like closer to being prepared for some fucking revolution because they actually
Not
stockpile
right
weapons. They're actually
now.
disciplined. They are attempting to reinforce hierarchies instead of break them down, which is far easier. You have the Boogaloo Boys, the Three Percenters, the Proud Boys.
Huh?
When you look at FBI stats, and who is
Yeah,
like a
hold
greater
on.
threat as far as like
Hold on,
domestic
hold on,
terrorism,
hold
it's like
on.
it's the right. So I'm saying
totally
the
believe
left
you
like
that the right is worse. I'm asking you what you
no,
believe
not
in
that
terms
they're
of
worse.
like how a revolution
They're worse.
would be.
I'm saying that they're actually far closer to being able to do something like that compared to the left. They don't have anything like that. You would get fucking steamrolled by like tanks and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so no,
yeah.
you shouldn't attempt to do it.
So you ideally want to see private property transition into public ownership. How do you see that happening? How do you see that proceeding?
Yes. How do you see that?
Ideally through the ballot box, through legislative means.
Okay.
Huh?
So like basically, and not just like legislative.
Nigga, you're telling me people are gonna vote to willingly give up their shit for the state? You're telling me people are actually gonna vote for that? Huh? Huh? Yeah, she said ideally too. Oh, fuck me, dude. She did say that. What?
Splitting away, all private, but probably the. Can you?
It's gonna be
can you
incrementalist.
actually, yeah. Can you go a little deeper than that? Because I don't want to answer for you, but the way I described what I thought it was, I can lay that out after. Go ahead.
Oof.
What is
It's
good
overrated.
nationalization of key industries? Trying to like move democracy to the workplace. You're gonna have like this is the market socialism.
Okay. Yeah. No. I
It's like
basically
as the
that's what I was
first step
thinking.
or whatever, where you have like the horizontal organization of labor, stronger unions, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Sovereign wealth funds. That's what Norway and Sweden have done. And I'm not under the impression that those are socialist countries because they're not. They're just mixed market economies.
Yeah, it's literally like transitioning from private ownership to using like the tax base to either purchase public stakes in private companies or to straight up buy out industries, right? Or I mean, I think with the example I always come up with is the insurance industry. I don't think essentially any form of insurance actually should be privately done. I think we have like computers that make this essentially like a solvable problem now.